Hello, chaps. Hello. Good. Yo, we ready like spaghetti, man. Get it, let's get it.
Hey guys, good luck today.
Alright, good luck, man.
Okay, everyone, welcome to an SSL League match today with LAGr versus Team Rain. Best of two series with Villa coming up first with Rain on the defence, followed up by Theme Park with LAGr defending first. Thatcher Band comes out from the side of Rain, very default, nothing too out of the ordinary, everything you'd expect, really. Band coming through for the leg will be the Hibana. It's an interesting band, but it's a very strong one, especially on Villa. Taking out those Excaliburs means that the only hard breaches you have left are ones that are able to be impact tricked, so the defenders have a much easier time of denying the breaches from getting opened. I suppose an ace could, if deployed properly at the bottom of the wall, be able to open up a small hole, but it's definitely a lot harder than with the Excaliburs. Mirror will also get taken out off of the board here. Mirror is quite a common pick for Villa. The defenders can utilise her quite well to make sure they have the lines of sight on the enemy and make sure they can't take as much control as quickly as they normally can. And finally, here will be the Clash taken off the board. An interesting, but I didn't see too much play from the side of Clash, but I have seen LAGr in the past utilise that Clash quite well to slow down and make sure the enemy can't push in so quickly. That could definitely hurt LAGr's defence if they have planned to use that Clash. At first, Trophy and Statues, the site picked out from the side of Rain, and Monty is getting picked out here from Scarecrow. Not sure if he's going to sixth off of that. Don't know why he'd show it straight off the bat. An interesting lineup here from the side of LAGr, utilising the Jackal and the IQ together. Monty will be 6 bit off of onto the Dokupi instead. There does seem to be quite a bit of lack of explosives on the side of LAGr. The only explosives they have are the Ash charges with those summer devices, but you're using those summers to open up the walls. And there aren't all too many flashbangs to take care of the LAGr and White combo coming in together. You have the 4, potentially even 6 smoke grenades here from Doki, Jackal and Ace, and then you have the 3 flashbangs from the Ash as well. Finally loaded in here, let's take a look and delve into exactly what Rain are going to be doing.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Now, of course, because Melusi is now in play inside the competitive scene, we'll be seeing these Banshees set up to eat up as many explosives as LAGr can throw at them, and with only 2 Ash charges, well, they'll have to try and come and punch this, which could put them in a quite precarious position. ADS is set up inside of Astro here too, behind the blue boxes, so I imagine they'll be playing either the smoke or Mai in the shields at the back of the room here. Yeah, there it is, the smoke, making sure the ADSs will be able to catch anything that comes towards that shield. Of course, you can use vertical play to take care of the shield, though, because it's quite a common spot. Second shield will be going straight in the doorway of bedroom. Interesting choice there from Dormai to place it in that position. That ADS will not be able to catch anything before it gets the shield. If it had been placed a bit further back, it could have been protected for a little bit longer at least. It looks like LAGr here are going for a dining kitchen clear first off to get the vertical play they need onto site. Rexor will be entering in after these 2 drones, and they'll be able to use the vertical play to take care of the electrical on the wall, maybe even get a couple of ADSs and the shield, of course, and Astra they can take care of. LAGr taking quick control here inside of the dining area following these drones. Nice and quick work from them so far, as they're using the Jackal to try and figure out exactly where the players are, trying to spot out any feet so he can make sure to track them. Seems to be a decent extension here from the side of Rain onto the red landing and then onto 90 as well. RX on the kite moving up onto Zombie now. Toxic will take a bit of damage there on the Maya. That seems to be an explosive probably from below, and he'll be taking the gunfight here now on to this bedroom balcony. Pig being wise not to contest that angle. You don't want to lose your hard breacher so early in the round. Said he'll be rappelling down to join his teammates, I assume, below. Interesting call from them. All 4 players still mucking about below. They seem to have established too much control after that initial take. Opening up the Astro window here will put the smoke in a precarious position, and taking that shield out as well will mean he's got a lot less protection now. Rappelling up onto the Wolf balcony now is the Ace, and instead of being able to get the wall, they haven't got the kite wall, so they can't take care of that. Legit will be the first one to find a kill there. Quickly they refrag from Eslo on the Jackal. 4v4 situation here as we enter the final 50 seconds of the round. LAGr still struggling to find out exactly where these roamers are. Legit is just waiting, ready for Ash here out of the rappel. Rexor just about gets away with his life as he repels on in very quick. Remember, free fire comes through and he lands it there again, so Legit taken off the board. Pug though will get refragged there. That's the Ace off the board, and now left in a 3 versus 3. Defeated left on the ground as Rexor is taken down. It's a 2 versus 3 now. LAGr not looking so comfortable anymore as Brewer rotates up the red stairs. They still have a player on 90 to contest with as well, and it could be really dire for them here as Brew takes the fight and the kite will go down. It's all down to Toxic and Barcode. Pre-fires will come out. Lil now will be able to find one, and it's all down to Brew as he gets taken down by Barcode there. And that's Rain with their first defensive round. Interesting there for LAGr. They took quick control of dining and kitchen, but didn't seem to be able to do too much with that vertical play. They did take out some utilities to take out the shield below, but instead of trying to take care of that electric claw, perhaps they couldn't find it on the bedroom wall, so they couldn't open up the breach with A, so they instead chose to rotate around to a full landing red stairs take, which didn't work out all too well for them. Scarecrow once again showing off the Monty. Perhaps if they'd done more of a split push someone up Astro stairs as well, rather than just all focusing here onto the red stairs, it could have been a little more bright for them. But moving on to this next round instead,
Attackers need to locate and defuse
they'll be
bombs.
dining in kitchen, the second site here for Rain. Interesting to see a lot of teams move away from what used to be the primary bomb site for AV games, and instead picking out Statue and dining over them, and then going to the tertiary site of AV if you need to. Pre-placed drones here from LAGr all seem to be on the south side towards the main lobby, so perhaps we're going to see a horizontal rather than a vertical take. It'll be interesting to see that. Rain don't seem to be expending too much utility on much of an extension, just like they did before. There doesn't seem to be much utility upstairs or over here in the living room area either, so LAGr should be able to get quick map control once again, but I don't know what they'll be able to do, if they can convert that quick control into a good execute or not. Spawns of LAGr makes me think that they're actually going for a bedroom take, which is interesting to see why their drones are all on the lobby side. That's a questionable decision. The Monty has been kept on the board this time, and Scarecrow opening up onto this pantry window here to make sure they can't get the patented pantry rush. The cast barricade has been plated, and meat jammer on the pantry wall should be able to get both the wall and that cast barricade, so this will be a lot harder to take care of than they might hope. LAGr aren't going for much control anywhere in the map. They want to go for a full laundry pantry side take. We have got Rex and Brew getting joined in here from Pug to get into the living room now. It's an interesting side to go from. Brew placing a claimer on that door to make sure the flank can't come through. That'll make sure the Jaeger can't come through that door. He has been joined out and he's forced to fall back now. A full minute has been burnt in the round, and LAGr don't seem to have done too much with that time. They do have living room, but they still have this Jaeger making them worried about their back. And Brew will be chasing around that back over towards his main lobby. In the meantime, Scarecrow has made his way inside the Memorial all by himself. So Canister will be prepped above the memo door to slow down the push. Very early was placed with there. Brew will be the first death here, is legit. On that Jaeger finds a solo pick, as though once again with the refrag there onto Barcode this time, and Rex seems to be chasing this kill solo as Pugnoy also goes down inside a memo. It's a weird split push here from the side of LAGr, as Rex Ryan legit seems to go for a dance around here inside of the art room. The Jaeger giving him the run around just can't seem to exactly find out where each other are. The Jaeger doesn't seem to be aware of the position of this Jaeger though, but he is now as he hears the sound and he finds a second for himself on the round, and that puts his team at an even better advantage, 2 versus 4 now. Only 50 seconds left. The Jaeger rather will go down, and Scarecrow the nice pick there. 2 versus 3, definitely a winnable situation here for the Monty and Jackal duo. 40 seconds left in the round as well. The C4 will get ripped here to try and scare the Monty away as Eslo goes down, and the C4 will claim the life of Scarecrow as well. And it's the second round in a row now for the side of Rain. I'm really going to question what LAGr were doing there. They seemed completely unsure of what their take was, really. 3 people pushing memo by themselves without taking any exterior control first, and then 2 people pushing into living room. I think they were going for the idea of a vertical take, but instead of taking the full control from living side into the rest of the map, instead pushed in through shoes and tried to get into living, and well, the Jaeger was just able to dance around. Unfortunate that Brew and Rex did not work together quite so well, and instead they took 1v1 gunfights and the Jaeger won them both. If the Jaeger died a bit earlier there and Brew and Rex had been alive, it could have been a much better position for LAGr, but unfortunate for them that is not the case. Moving on now to round 3 instead, and as I said, Aviator Games tertiary bomb site here for the side of Rain gets picked out here. Let's hope that Rain can't run away with a complete easy victory too early on in this map, because otherwise it will mean LAGr will be in a very precarious position moving on into their defensive half as well. If you go 6-0 or even 5-1 up on your defense, you're looking at strong moving into your attacking side of Villa. If LAGr didn't manage to get at least 1 or 2 rounds on their attacks, they could be in real dire straits as they look to take on map 1.
5 seconds remaining.
Cast barricades come out here onto the wolf door here, and but I hate his name. Why is he called Barcodes like me? Really? Yeah, the couch will get cast off as well here from Rain, which means that the northeast side bedroom take will get slowed down quite a lot. Brew here on the wolf balcony instead of the IQ this time, picking up the Zephyr instead. Is a good idea considering the amount of the bulletproof gadgets that the side of Rain are using. The shields, the cast barricades, Maluzis, and then added up with Dual Might and the Jaeger working in unison. It's going to be a real nightmare for them if they didn't have enough explosives. Scarecrow already in through bedroom. A Claymore once again the only thing to watch their flank. I question the pick of the Jackal over, such to say, a Nomad or a Gridlock instead, which could be a lot better for the flank watch, especially as Legit has been quite a bothersome roamer with his takes so far. LAGr have struggled to take care of him. He finds 1 drone here as he is getting contested from the Jackal there. Looks like wants to try and fight him, but the cast bracket will get punched out here, but it'll take quite a while for the Jackal, and a drone will get picked up once again from the side of Legit, and he's just trying to find a free pick here on to Eslo. He pre-fires through the door, does a bit of damage, and just takes even more in return. Then he falls back to zombie now. He's still got a minute and 30 left in the round, and LAGr have really just struggled to find any control here. Pugnoy still contesting on this 19 window here. They have the shield trying to take care of, and they can't take care of it unless they get 90 control. Legit will eventually fall back into Vault, and this means Rexroy can comfortably take on into 90 now, and the Vault will get opened up here, forcing the players out of the positions. Castle will swing wide here on the breach, and the shield looks like it has actually got taken out now, which would mean 90 control hustle means a lot more for them now. LAGr looking for an execute here onto the aviator side to try and pick up a plant inside of the Vault door. They will have to deal with this on my though here first. This substitutes the first pick. That is the ace off the board, and White will get taken down now. Nice pick from Brew using that Sophia well in a second. I think that was for himself, and Buck would find one. Substitute gets down though, and Scarecrow will go for the plant now. Zed will find one for himself as he contests against one more, and the Mute will be able to down the planter, and it's all now left to Eslo in a 1 vs 1. He picks up one onto the Jaeger. All down to Mute in the 1 vs 1. 20 seconds left around, dancing around this Vault area. Doesn't know exactly where they are, trying to use the scanner to find out exactly where they are. Prefire comes through, and there it is. Toxic will lose out that 1v1, and that's LAGr with their first attacking round win. Trophy statue picked out once again from the side of Rain here as we move on to round 4. Scarecrow once again picking up the Monty. It didn't work out so well for them in round 2, but maybe he'll be able to make something much more desirable here for LAGr. Same lineup once again, sticking with that Jackal pick. I'm still unsure if it's the right play or not, really. He hasn't been able to scan too many feet so far, and it hasn't really been helping them all too much. The roam has been quite bothersome to them, and easily using that utility quite well enough. Especially in the current meta with all the bulletproof gadgets that Rain are picking up, perhaps a sledge with those grenades as well as the soft reach destruction would be a lot more desirable for them, especially considering Rain have been using a bit of Castle, not into this round, but in a couple of the previous rounds that Castle has been there. And Eslo did actually struggle to take care of that Castle barricade on the couch door before. Sledge would have been able to easily take care of that. He might have been able to capitalize on an early pick on the Jaeger.
10 seconds to go.
Now once again it seems like a similar hold here for the side of Rain, nothing all too different here. Once again going for this this Astro shield rather. No ADS is actually to protect the shield, or actually no, they are getting placed down late here, so never mind. I thought it was a bit of an adaptation from them before, considering they realised the shield was taken out from below easily, but instead, no, they're going with the same thing. Repel here from Brew immediately onto the Astro window, might be able to cut off some rotates inside early on. He could catch someone off guard here, or he could get himself taken out there as a pre-fire will come onto the window, won't land, but it will make Brew a lot more apprehensive about pushing here, and he gets off the rappel now instead. Sees a full bedroom side take exactly what they want here, not going for the bottom control quite so much as they were before. They realise there weren't really any C4s underneath, and perhaps they're going to try and take care of this Kite Claw a different way. Perhaps, I think, well, there's not even a grenade on the bottom, they can't grenade over the top of the wall. Not sure what LAGr are going for here. They have to take care of the shield first before they take control of the bedroom though, and there it is, the Ash will find one. Perhaps if the shield was placed further back it would have taken a bit more to destroy it. Brew goes down there, wild swing there from Toxic to take him down. And the Monty will now push up onto the bedroom door to make sure bad issues, which is Toxic finds one for himself there. That's Brew taken off the board, eventually finishing off his original down onto the Sophia. Scarecrow pushes on in through this bedroom door, trying to find out exactly where the players are, but he can't make too much with this because there's so many crossfires here he has to contend with, and not seemingly going to be too much help from his team. Rexroy struggling to take care of this Kite Claw, not sure how. You should be able to see that through the vertical play, but he just can't manage to find out exactly where it is. Scarecrow trying to take care of the Somaite couples here. Wide swings around the door once again, making sure LAGr can't push on in. The LAGr also adding on to that pressure. Malusi looking at the Monty from a different angle as well. And only 30 seconds left in the round, and it's not looking good for LAGr here. They can't open breach. They can't do all too much with their control whatsoever here. Rex and Pugnoy are looking to try and take on into Astro here. He pushes on through the smoke, but immediately pushes back on out. 17 seconds left as Ash goes down. It's now 3 versus 5 as the Malusi looks to switch off for single fire mode. Sebs will take a lot of damage here as the downs one. The Jit finds another for himself, and the Jackal will be able to find one, but immediately will get taken down there from Barcode, and it's third round now for Rain, putting themselves in an advantage 3-1. Now, if this continues to mirror what we've seen so far, Rain will win one more defense on Dining Kitchen, then lose one on AVG, which means that LAGr will not be in too bad of a position moving into their second half. However, if Rain are able to take 2 rounds here and put themselves at a 5-1 advantage, it could put LAGr in a bad headspace for trying to come back from that deficit.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
Now, let's see any adaptations from the side of Rain. They probably won't need to change all too much, as it has been working out quite well for them so far. This site was an interesting take. I'm still not sure what they were trying to do before, but LAGr, maybe they'll be able to adapt and come up with a different attack this time. Scarecrow almost loses his drone though as he tries to drone out the LAGr. Very precarious drone work here. Don't want to be losing those drones all too early on in the round, and it seems like are definitely keeping onto those drones a lot more safely, which is good call from them.
Attackers must locate
Now,
and defuse a bomb.
if LAGr are able to isolate and take care of this roaming LAGr here, they could put themselves an early advantage, but if they don't push together, they don't drone him out properly, then he could just continue to take his 1v1s and win them, which would mean LAGr would struggle quite a lot. It seems they're pulling up now onto the second floor, so instead of their odd memo living take, they're going for just a normal vertical take instead. It might work a lot better for them as they're able to take care of any vertical play they might need, and there's no one even contesting them upstairs, which could make it a lot easier for them. Entry here from Brew following the drone of Scarecrow onto Bathroom, and Astro now seems to take quick control here. It's a good call from them to take control as quickly as possible. Once again, no flank watch operator is on the board, so they'll just have to watch with drones and their guns instead of a gadget, which could put them at a bit of a disadvantage when it comes to man count, but it will be worth it to make sure you don't lose anyone to the roamers. Legit, here out in the basement, just making sure his presence is unknown, maybe coming for a late flank instead this time. Now, it seems we have 4 players all around the site from the side of Rain, and 1 player down in the basement on the roam, as there's a bit of damage there, but nothing too major. It seems an explosive. He's still got that bloody tracker on his goggles, which means horrible purple glint on the screen at all times. Now, because they haven't brought the sledge or a buck, it means LAGr will be struggling quite a bit with their vertical play. They only have the Zofia and the Ash to make vertical holes, as well as the Jackal, I suppose, with the secondary shotgun. Massive misplay there from Barcode to give himself up to vertical play there. Not sure what we're really looking at, as Zed also takes quite a lot of damage here from the red stairs. Rexroy actually gets down there and legit somehow wins that fight, being on so low HP. A good pick there from him to keep the man count even. As Brew comes down the stairs, he will find his second on the round. That's legit taken off the board. 40 seconds left in the round, and it's a 4 versus 3. We don't see too much contention so far from the side of Rain. They're all gathered around here inside of site. Scarecrow trying to scare them off it. He has the fuses, so he has to plant. This Esco finds one for himself, and it's all down to these two players boxed in a corner here. The smoke will get down. It's all down to Castle. 1 versus 3. Tries to take care of the planter, but he just can't find him. Dancing around in the smoke, you can't find anything at all. As Free Fires comes through, as Pugno will take down the downed smoke, and it's all down now to a 1 versus 3. Immediately refrag though from Brew as he some weird spins, and there's a second round on the board for LAGr, meaning that they could definitely be coming back. And if they manage to get a 3-3 split here, they'll be looking very comfortable to take this map. The first map, Villa, was LAGr's pick, so you would hope they do have a decent amount prepared for the map, so they know exactly what they're doing, and a 3-3 split would be ideal for them given that work. Able to win this map, of course, they secure themselves at least a draw and 1 point in the league tables, but if instead they lose this map and they lose on Reigns of Map as well, there'll be 3 points to them instead.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Now for the final site here, AVG will be picked out here. Interesting from Rain. After their dining kitchen didn't go so well for them last time, after LAGr went for a actual take, AVG will be picked up once again. LAGr did win on their first attack, but let's see if Rain will be able to make some adaptations and ensure that they can win this round to get themselves a good split on their defense.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds to go. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Now from the spawns of LAGr, once again it seems they're going for a bedroom side take. Make sure they can take all the control they need. Clear out all the roamers, clear out the utility they can, take 90 control, open the vault wall, and then go for that basic plant behind the vault door once again. It all went quite well for them last time, clinically executed as you would hope. Legit once again playing on this landing area. Instead of roaming in the bedroom side, he's playing behind the safety of these cast barricades, giving up full control of this side of the map, meaning that Rexroy can take as much control as he wants here. Opening, and he pre-fires into a castle barricade. Doesn't need to have all the intel he might want. But yeah, only 50 seconds gone in the round. LAGr have plenty of control now. They just need to make sure that they can quickly take care of this Jaeger. If the Jaeger is able to find 1 kill and fall back to site, or even just waste a lot of time and keep his life, it could mean LAGr will struggle a lot. And there it is, the opening pick, the sledge. As I say, I'd like to comment on Sledge's pick this time instead of the Jackal. A nice adaptation from LAGr, as long as they can hear me stream sniping. 4 versus 5 now, moving into the final minutes and 35 seconds of the round. And Pugno will rotate around to Wolf as Barcode finds one of the Brew as well, and that puts Rain in an even better position as Scarecrow tries to take up 90, not doing much of a job of protecting his teammates. And he chooses to aim and somehow finds a kill on the jet. Massive mistake there from the Jaeger. But the Castle will be able to refrag, so that's LAGr still at a massive disadvantage. And defeated down at 90 as well. Pugno uses one of those thermal devices to take care of that 90 window. Not the best use utility, but as long as you get it open, it forces the castle to fall back into sight. And as you enter the final minute of the round, it's all down to Rex and Pug in this 2 versus 4. Vault wall will get opened up here, but a perfect impact trick from the Malusi means that the wall will not get opened up here. Still have 1 Selma in pocket, which could mean they could still get that wall opened up, but with 1 impact still left for the Malusi, as well as 2 for the Leash. Is not looking likely, and there it is, the But we'll get opened up, but it's only a peak hole here as RX finds one of the pug, and it's all down to Rex now in the 1 versus 4. Left alone, he gets swung by RX, who gets the final 2 kills in the round, and that puts Rain at a good position moving into their second half. 4-2 split will definitely make sure they're comfortable as they go into attacks of Villa. You would expect a 4-2-4-2 split for this map, really. It's very common. Then going into overtime, whoever gets a defense first, which would be LAGr, means they would have the advantage technically, but it all depends on how well LAGr can defend now. AV and Games will be the first site picked out here from the side of LAGr. Their lineup, of course, going much more meta than what their attack initially was. Of course, in their final attacking round, LAGr did adopt a much more suitable lineup for what they're facing here. The side of Rain, though, haven't taken that to heart quite so much. They do have the Ashes, though, working together as well as the Ace, which should be enough destruction, really. The IQ could be taken off for a sledge instead, probably would be more helpful.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
But the IQ is definitely going to be able to do quite a bit of work here, especially with the Valk still on the board. So it's a good pick there from the side of Rain, actually. Didn't realise that Valk was in play. Now these Banshees will make sure the attack can't get in unnoticed, as that horrible deafening sound and the slowing effect will make sure Rain will have a difficulty trying to fight their way up onto these main stairs, as well as anywhere else Brew decides to place those Banshees.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
So there's one in pocket. I'm not sure where he's put them all. Anyway, from the side of Rain, looks like they're going for a attack onto bedroom, as you would expect. Going for this horizontal take and then trying to open up Vault is obviously the most default site push for here. We have 4 players of LAGr all around site, and then who are we missing? Missing Scarecrow on the Valk. He's actually in basement. Right, there he is. He's quite a ways away from everyone, so he's probably going to try and come up for this flank, as legit that will be able to find his way into Trophy already, taking quick control. Rain here. Good time used so far. Scarecrow has made his way up onto Highway. C4 goes over the top and almost fires RX, but it doesn't quite connect, doesn't even do any damage. Valk losing her C4 early on will not be ideal for LAGr, as they can't deny plant or find a free pick with that ledge from below. Sebster with the opening pick to that Scarecrow taken off the board below. The IQ solo entering will be able to take care of the Valk. She will now be able to get to work with that IQ scanner as well to make sure you can find any utility there. I think there's a Valk cam taken out, which is a good pick there. A lot of intel will be denied as well. Now, as he tries to enter solo through the main stairs, it seems the rest of the frame wants to go for this 90 take, as Toxic will fall to Brew there. That's the ace off the board before he can actually open 90 or do all too much with the Selmas. I think he's a single one, which is really unfortunate for LAGr here. Step takes a lot of damage as well as Barcode here, and it's not looking too comfortable for Rain. They haven't got all too much to work with here. They have 50 seconds left in the round. They don't have Breach open. They can't open Breach either. They seem to have taken 90 control, so they could go for a plant behind the Vault door, as Eslo finds one onto Legit as well. So that puts us in a 2 versus 4 now, as Brew finds one as well. The IQ will take down one, but it's only a down but not out, and it's all now left alone to Seb in this 1 versus 3, possibly 1 versus 4, as Rex will get picked up here. Only 20 seconds left as he chokes on that Toxic Babe as well, and only 15 seconds left. He will be able to find one onto Bruce. He swings wide. A smoke canister will come out though, forcing Seb to rotate back around over here into the aviator, and he will get taken down there from Rexroy. 4-3 now for LAGr as they take their first defensive round win. Now, LAGr, for the second, bombs that will be going to Trophy and Statue. Seems they're going for the same lineup this time, though. Scarecrow's 6-pick off of that Valkyrie and onto the Maestro instead, which is interesting. To go to show the Valkyrie and the 6-pick off of it, is it forces the IQ into play to make sure that you can't get taken off guard by those Valk cams, and then they have less destructive utility to take care of these bullet gadgets in the Evil Eyes. I'm not a massive fan of this Banshee here inside of bedroom, placed on the bed. I saw Rain do it as well. The radius of this isn't going to affect all too much of bedroom. It's only going to affect around the bed, and then you can walk in around it instead. And I guess it means you can swing the door if you know they're around this area, but it should be quite easy to just punch it and move on with the bedroom control. If you place it close to the door and then maybe like inside a brick here, it just makes it a lot harder. Just take care of that Banshee instead, especially if you have an ADS on it. Now, Rain seems to be rotating for a study take, interestingly. So going for a full horizontal take through the side of the map. Rexroy will be contesting over here onto study, trying to get some pre-fires through, making sure Rain are wary. They can't just push in and take control very easily. They're definitely going to be scared of this LAGr as Pugno actually goes on to 90. Quite frankly, an idiotic play there from the smoke to get taken out first there. The entry. Oh, that's dreadful. Sophia taking down that smoke means that those totem bases will not be able to be used late in the round for denial. I don't know why Smoke's pushing up there. Sebs finds one as well onto Rexroy. The LAGr taken off the board, and that's the interesting roaming duo of Smoke and LAGr taken off the board, leaving only the 3 players in sight: Scarecrow, Brute, and Eslo. Now we have these 2 players of Rain below, making sure that they have their vertical play. They take care of the shield in Astro, which means that Eslo will be put in quite a precarious position. You also have the players on the landing side looking to push on through, and I see we're seeing a split push from landing and then up the Astro stairs as well, which means the players of LAGr will be pinched. Legit peeks by himself there through the wolf door, and Scarecrow is able to find the headshot onto him, which means that the man count will be kept in a relatively equal state now, 4 versus 3, as Barcode looks to push up the red stairs as well. Brew finds one onto Lil Nam as well, and we're now left in a 3 versus 3. LAGr somehow managing to even up the man count. RX will be looking on through these wolf prone holes here as Barcode pre-fires on through the statue door, trying to find one. Scarecrow takes a lot of damage here. The LAGr will run on in, catch Eslo off guard. He throws a magnet and a second down there. Big plays from Barcode here in the round. It's all down to Melusi. He swings wide and takes down the Ash. All now left in a 1 versus 2 situation. He gets swung on there by Seb, and he will not be able to win that gunfight. And it's now Rain in a 5 versus 3, looking quite strong in their attack. It was really good there for Rain to capitalize on the mistakes of LAGr with their early picks going quite well for them. However, they did struggle to convert that take on into executors. They just lost a couple of players peeking the singular doors, and if LAGr had continued to win those gunfights on the doors, that they would have come away with a round one quite easily, even though it was a 3 versus 5.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Now, statue and trophy picked out once again from the side of LAGr, obviously thinking that they can adapt and make sure they've got decent changes in mind. My brain is fucking slow today, Jesus Christ. To make sure that they can adapt and trying to figure out exactly what Rain are doing. They have got the reinforcements here on games and AV. No, actually not on games, only AV this time. They've actually got the impact trick holes ready as well, so I assume we're seeing Malusi playing over here with those impacts.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
I like how LAGr have come for a completely different strategy this time. They've reinforced both wolf walls. Okay. I thought they were trying to get some angle here, but no, just okay. I thought we'll also get reinforced here as well, but Rain this time seems to have completely rotated away from their steady take, and well, this means LAGr's AV holes will be completely null and void as Rain can just take in through bedrooms. It's really good to hear adaptation from Rain to realise that the rotation has come from LAGr, and instead they can now push it into bedroom. Drones will come out on through to bedroom, and they try and figure exactly where the players are. They realise no one is playing inside a bedroom or bathroom, which means they can get on in, legit entering in through here into bathroom. Opens the walk-in wall to get another angle onto that asteroid door. Goes on to drone to try and figure out exactly what he wants to do, and it should be Ace here to try and open up this wall. We have got 4 impacts though ready and waiting through, smartly rotating around to make sure he can impact trick as well, and Brew gets taken down there, so he will not be impact tricking as Scarecrow lets the first breach get open. He immediately gets a refrag off Brew. That's RX off the board. He is now impact tricking through the initial breach, but the wall is open, and this should be the final Ace charge goes through as Scarecrow finds one, and Ezra does as well, and it's all down to Barcode and Seb in this 2 versus 4. They now seem to have rotated away as all 3 of their team have died inside a bedroom. Somehow dying to just swings. I guess Ezra was watching the bathroom door. I don't know why they were swinging that so early on. Smoke canisters come out now onto the bedroom door very early from Pig there. He still has 2 in pocket, but still very early on in the round. And that's strange, he's not even in bedroom, so he must just swung wildly. Second smoke canister comes out as well. Once again, very early on, and it will not slow Rain down really at all. Still 25 seconds left in the round, and these 2 Rain players don't have any control whatsoever, and they're not going to win this round, let's be honest here. They just need to be holding angles, trying to figure out exactly what to do, but they just can't make anything work here. Trying to find the Maestro, can't land the shot, actually no, they can. Barcode somehow wins that fight, it's a third. And final smoke canister comes out, forcing Seb to die there to Pugnoy, and the Asteroid swing around and immediately gets crossfired here. Rexroy to finish off the round, and that's a 4th round for LAGr, keeping the score quite close. Okay, moving on to round 10. Avian Gamers picked up once again from the side of LAGr. They were able to win it out quite strongly on their first
Protect your
defense
bombs
here
from being
of Villa.
defused by attackers. Seconds to go. 5 seconds left before insertion. Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Now Scarecrow trying to delay as much time as possible here as the LAGr have realised that Rain wants to go for this bedroom side take, so putting up all these barricades will at least slow them down a little bit. Maybe some goo mines placed in and around the area to make sure Rain will have a bit of a harder time here. Seth will once again enter solo now in through bedroom instead. The 90 hatches opened up, which could lead to someone dropping and taking care of Seb early on. Now, Rain have managed to take decent control here on this statue trophy side. They have got full control of this area now, able to drone up onto the 90 area, but they have Rexroy contending. Swings round to try and find out exactly where these players are, but can't quite find anyone as Barcode now repels onto 90. He could find a free pick here, he just misses his shots unfortunately. Wasn't able to hit the head through the barricade, and Rex will fall back quite a bit, but still contesting quite strongly. Pre-fire comes to really... Oh, he could have taken down the Ash there while he's in the flashbangs, but doesn't quite, and Rex will be able to get back into sight now. He will be continue to swing though, and he comes back out after his flashbang has worn off. Drones on to 90 mean legit no, he can safely take up here. Rex will take a bit of damage as he swings out. The impact trick comes through from Brew. Nice work there from him. Second Selma onto 90 and it will get taken down as well. The third and final one I assume will get placed as well. The Scarecrow can actually rotate and Lil Nab just hasn't placed it down. He could have easily placed the third one down before Scarecrow could have impact tricked it, but instead Scarecrow is now in position. And Lil Nab has rotated around to study instead. Bruce is completely unaware of this. Eslo gets taken down there. Brew immediately refrags though, and RX swings one to Scarecrow as well. Brew swings wide and fights one to Legit as well. Toxic is taken down, so it's a 2 vs 2 as Brew goes down. Lil Nab could actually get picked up here. Actually, no, they have no time to go down there and pick him up. So these two players of Rain will have to go for these frags if they have to fuse it either. All down to Pig and Rex now in this 2 vs 2. Only 18 seconds left in the round. The LAGr will be able to find one because the Nomad peeks the wrong way. All down to Ash in the 1 vs 2. Pre-fires through the wall. Can't find the player though. Smoke somehow misses his shots. He will eventually get taken down by Rex though, and Lil Nab actually died because he fell off the roof. That is poor. That Rain were in a position to win that round as well if they had the diffuser and they had the ace to open the breach, but unfortunately the ace jumped off the building. Oh no, that's dreadful. Now, as LAGr have won both of their initial sites here, dining and kitchen will be their third site picked out.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
We have the Pulse actually in play. God. The pulse is now in play, which means he can feed intel from inside safety of sight all onto the top floor, as Rain will most likely be going for the vertical take to try and get the vertical pressure onto site. And if the pulse can use that C4 in unison with the mute C4 as well,
10 seconds to insertion.
to try and find early picks in the round, it could put Rain at a massive disadvantage.
Attacker's objective is to locate
We actually
bomb
have a
and defuse
dock in play as well, which I'm puzzled about, really. I don't know why you would need the ACOG here. There seems to be many, if any, long angles to take here, really. Especially if he's just going to play on site. Or he gets pre-fired through the pantry window, and that's Pugna put at a very low HP already, forcing him to use 2 of those stims early on in the round. I'm very confused as to why the dock is in play. A C4 will get pre-placed inside of the bedroom area as drones come out onto the top floor. If Scarecrow can land this nitro, it could be the round decider for LAGr. We do have 2 roamers up here on the top floor, and legit, as he solo enters through study, he's able to punish Rex for his looking the wrong way. Brew drops by himself now, and this round is already looking good for Rain as they find the opening pick. The Pulse is waiting for the C4.
A bomb has been located.
He just shoots up through the floor? What? I think he was trying to take
Attackers have located
out
a
the
bomb.
floor around the C4 so he could pick it back up again, but he just... very interesting. C4 will go off there, and it will not find anyone, unfortunately. Rain is seeming a bit confused about it. Now, as we enter the final minute and 15 seconds of the round, Brew is coming round for the flank on the upstairs, and the Nomad has to place the air jabs down properly, so she will get knifed here, but oh my god. There's no need to crouch spam on somebody's like looking at you. The Nomad will get taken down there. Brew takes a bit of damage as he falls back now, but he actually gets taken down. If he'd been a bit quicker, he could have dropped through the 90 hatch, but instead it will be IQs to take him down and a weird claymore. I'm not sure where the airdrops are placed, but they clearly weren't good enough to watch all the flanks. And it's now all left to the 3 members of LAGr inside the site. Scarecrow take a bit of damage there from somewhere. Pug tries to contest the vertically long angle, and he somehow manages to find one onto Lil Nav, but he uses that final stim on himself. 3 versus 3 now as we enter the final 20 seconds of the round. The diffuser goes down as the barcode manages to find one more. 2 versus 2 now as barcode finds one more. It's all now down into Pig in this 1 versus 2. Diffuser has to go down though. If he's able to find the planter, he will be able to win the round. The call should be coming out from the dead guy, and yep, there it is. Legit will be able to secure that final kill in a round that could have easily been LAGr's if they just won a couple of those gunfights at the end of the round. Instead goes to the side of Rain. Obviously a slow call there from the downed guy. He wasn't ready to make the call. If Pig had peeked through the China rotor, he could have quickly taken care of the planter. But unfortunately, he said he's able to sprint on through the site. Dining and Kitchen once again picked out from LAGr. That round didn't go very well for them, so interesting to see them going back there instead of the trophy statue, which they've already won. 2 unique picks here from the side of LAGr. The Frost and the Tachanka picked up. The Tachanka will get 6 bits off of onto the smoke instead, which is a good call, but not sure why the Frost is in play. Maybe looking for a couple of freebies using those Frost mutts, and then the addition of the extra shield as well will definitely help them if they place it in the right position.
Bomb located by attackers.
Of course, Frostmat going upstairs inside of Cubby. Instead of walking here and I fully expect this to claim someone's life. This one not so much, but I think the walk-in one. I think legit has entered in through this walk-in window practically every round. So if the drone doesn't spot out that frostmite there, it could be legit but down to 20 HP. All three on the windows upstairs. I think it was an accidental pick because Hug doesn't seem to know exactly where to put these frosts. Once again, I assume Rain will be going for the same vertical take as they had before. Now, as you see, they are on match point, so if they win this round, they win out the first map, and they win out LAGr's map pick, which could really put them in a dangerous position. Pugno is trying to place a shield upstairs, but he's late to the punch, so instead he has to place it a bit further back. Drones will come on through, and legit actually does manage to spot out that frostmite. Obviously they're ready and waiting for it. Pugno's still playing upstairs here, trying to contest. The free fire almost gets him, and if legit peeked a bit further, he would have been able to pick up a freebie onto Pug as he dismantled that shield and drops now down onto the second floor. Bruce still playing on the red stairs. Oh my god, and the frostmite actually finds the explosive as well. Could mean that Scarecrow, yep, there it is, he sees it down, is able to finish him off as well. Bruce phones on to RX as well, and it's now a 5 versus 3. Rain actually not looking so good in this round, and this could be overtime for map 1. Bruce just going down upstairs trying to find out exactly where the players are inside of sight, but they won't find all too much. They had a couple of players here back kitchen just stacked up on top of each other. They're obviously really scared of this vertical play. Still a minute and 50 seconds left to work with, so these 3 players of Rain definitely could make something work here. Rexor is dangerously close to Barcode here, and if Barcode comes off here and is able to pre-fire through the window, no. Unfortunately, he just can't land the shots as Rexor is able to dance away from that instead. 55 seconds left in the round, and Barcode will be looking to enter on through shoes here. Rexroy takes some damage here. Free fires comes through, and it looks like legit will be trying to chase the kill with his pistol out. Interesting call from him there. 38 seconds, and instead they're trying to ignore Rex instead. Brew will somehow be able to find a second for himself as well. It's all down to 2 players left now, 25 seconds in the round. Rex also going round for a flank, should be able to pick up a free kill here, and yep, there it is, Toxic taken down. Diffuser on the ground, and Rex will be able to find the second kill as well. Flawless round for LAGr in that round 12, and it will be overtime now for map 1. Oh my god, I'm not used to casting and my voice is already a bit fucking burnt. Now, on to overtime, and LAGr definitely have the advantage as they move on to their defensive half first.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Now, as we enter into the first round of overtime here, AV and Games will be the first site picked out. An interesting adaptation here from the side of LAGr, picking Scarecrow on the Vigil instead of the Valk. That IQ is definitely taking care of those Valk cameras, so the Valk won't be all too helpful here if the IQ continues that good work. The drones have been running thick and fast for the side of Rain, so this Vigil will definitely be able to help slow down that take if he's just able to worry the side of Rain, make sure he's spotted out on the drones to make to slow them down as much as possible. Scarecrow's actually going for a run out here. Onto the balcony, pre-fires through into spawn,
Defender
and,
exposed.
well, it seems RX will not be falling for that quite today. Reinforcements have come over here onto the statue walls, which means that LAGr will be able to have a somewhat decent roam over here. But actually it seems Rain have rotated around. They've realised once again that LAGr are doing something different to what they did before. So they're rotating around to study instead. They have the impact holes over on the game and Abel's as well. So as long as they are ready with those impacts, they can stop the breach.
A bomb has been located.
Brew here peeking like an absolute psychopath onto the balcony, and if he lost his head there, it would have been detrimental to his team as he could no longer impact trick. Luckily, he's managed to fall back off that now. They still have this top main shield of Eslo on the Wamai to deal with as well. A C4, an explosive from below. I think that was all. That should do any damage here, as they didn't realize that brick is made of bricks. Eslo will go down, and so will Rexroy, and now it's a 3 versus 5 in favour of Rain. Unless Eslo can get picked up, if he crawls back, he could get into sight. But no, it looks like Legit will be there to finish him off instead. 5 versus 3 now, the impact trick will come through, but actually misses. Both impacts out, and that means that they will be able to get this wall open now. 4 versus 2 is Scarecrow finds 1, but Brute is taken down. The Vigil below will get taken down as well by Barcode, and it's now all left to Pig in a 1 versus 4. He smokes, so he has Toxic Babes to slow down time, but he only has 1 left already. So, with a minute of time left to delay, it's not looking likely for the smokes to be able to do anything, as RX finds the final kill as well. Rain able to circle around that final kill, and that puts them on to match point once again, and they have the advantage going into their overtime defense now. Now, trophy and statue picked out here once again from the side of Rain, their preferred bomb site, and one that I don't think that they've lost so far. Once again, Scarecrow sticking on to that Monty, the Mozzie stick, but off of onto the Kite instead. It won't be much of a surprise to LAGr, as they've had to deal with the Kite every round on this defense, and they actually haven't been able to take care of it a single time. It was really poor from LAGr using that vertical play. Interesting ADS placed inside a bedroom here. Easily get taken out from the window. If LAGr spot this out, that's a free ADS to take care of. But if they don't take care of it, if they don't spot it out and they throw some flashbangs in, ADS will need them up nice and quickly.
5 seconds left before insertion. Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Now from the spawns of LAGr, looks like they're going for a full aviator side take on through horizontally instead. No reinforcements over here for the side of Rain. The barricades will be coming up, but Legit thinks differently of it. Is RX there? Oh, a lovely kill there. Unfortunately, I didn't catch it on cam, but I fucking heard it. Able to take down Rex as the opening kill, and they actually get taken off the board first is really bad for LAGr. We'll have Brew here on the Sophia trying to do that entry work now, but he's trying to contest against RX. He takes a bit of damage, and RX will now fall back instead. Really slowing down LAGr's attack, and Scarecrow they will be making up for this slowness. A random C4 comes up, and Brew unfortunately on the other side of the table, so he will be able to live for now. The Monty just being a massive pain in the dick now, walking up onto site, and they could go for a plant here. I'm not sure why the Monty has a diffuser when they could just plant behind him instead. And they're in no position for a plant just yet, as they still have these smoke hazards to deal with, one very early on in the round. Two smoke canisters immediately wasted here as the magnets catch both of them. Nice placement of the magnets there from the Maya of Lil. Monty will take even more damage to the second toxic vape as well, and more drones comes through, more drones get taken out, and it's not looking good here for LAGr as they've really seemed to stall out here on this attack. They still have a minute and 10 seconds left to work with as well, but it's still not looking likely for them. This have so much to deal with. Ezra takes even more damage from inside of trophies, peeking around the corner, but just can't find anything whatsoever. Pugno has rotated around onto this bedroom back, trying to use the ace charges on this wall, but of course, because they haven't taken care of these Kite Claws, it's really not looking good for him, as he can't open that wall. Another kill there for Seb, but he finds two with that Nitro. Big kill for him as RX finds his second on the round, and it's all down to Esla in a 1 versus 5. He loses his life, but that's Rain, taking map 1 with a flawless round. LAGr not looking so strong, especially as they move on to map 2, which is Rain's map pick. No sex, no party. Pricey, you better get in here for map 2. This is not looking too good.
Good
Oh,
half.
good game.
Good half, guys.
Oh, okay.
Or
Very
not.
friendly team.
Should we go party chat?
Yeah, okay.
You guys ready? Hello?
Yo, we ready, man. Ready like spaghetti.
Yeah, we're good to go. Good go.
Oh, good. Let's move on to map 2 then. After rain, take map 186. It could mean like are looking at a loss here. Moving on to the second map of rain's map instead theme park. Like I do have defense first, which does put them in a better position, as theme does tend to be very defender side. As Thatcher, of course, getting taken off the board here, make things a lot more difficult when trying to open up walls, take care of the utility, etc. Monty this time banned out from the side of Rain, of course, after Scarecrow's been such a fucking pain in the ass. Using that shield, it means Rain don't want to have to deal with that when they're on defense. So banning out nice and early on will make things a lot more easy for them. Melusi will also be banned out from the side of Rain. Rain did use the Melusi quite a bit, but LAGr did as well, so making sure that there's less bulletproof utility to take care of will make things easier. Kide will finally get banned out here from LAGr as well, because they struggled so much taking care of those Kide claws on their attacks last round, so taking off the wall makes things a lot easier. We have Rain here picking up the Maverick as well as the Summit here. It's a good choice from them. Making the walls to get opened up a lot easier. You don't have to use the vertical plate, you don't have to worry about anything else, such as ADS burner. You could just use that Maverick torch to open the wall by itself. Of course, they bring the Nomad as well to counter any flanks, make sure they're all watched so they're safe. The Capito as well. I'm not sure. I assume they're thinking that it's armor in the throne room and they want to try and open up either maintenance or barrels. They're going to flame over the top of the wall to stop any bandit tricks coming through. There won't be a bandit on the board though from the side of LAGr. The only denial they have is the mute jammers on Eslo and the impacts from Pugnoy and Brew.
Defenders protect
Assuming
your
they
bombs
throw
from being
impacts.
defused by attackers.
Yes, they have. So that's 4 impacts for potential tricking. Brew might be playing offsite though on this vigilance instead though.
Reinforcing the wall.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds left. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Now, let's have a look at where Rain chooses to attack from. Seems to go for a cafe side take, as well as the Maverick solo pushing into catch is just interesting. Trying to pinch out on the top floor, clear out any roamers they might have. Brew being a nuisance on the Vigil, playing it on the yellow stairs, rotating around now towards Gong area, just making sure you can catch any drones, so they are scared of exactly where the Vigil is playing. They actually have full top floor control here, except for the Vigil, who walks up Dragon completely blind, and Seb takes him down. He should have been wary for someone pushing in through cash, as that is a very default take. Brew opening pick there for Rain. It's a good start for them. Actually a hard breach gadget there onto the split hatch, opening that up. That's a waste of thermite charge or any Maverick blowtorch fuel on that, so that's definitely quite useful. Not sure whether Maverick or Thermite are going to be opening up now.
A bomb has been located.
It seems they want to go for this yellow wall here as Thermite looks to try and open up here. We do have holes ready for the impact trick. Thermite going once again onto the wall. The jammer will go down. There's actually no one in position to try and impact trick this Pognoy over here by the maintenance wall instead. So that's the yellow wall and the split hatch open up, which puts Rain in a good position here. Seb's to try and look through the breach. RX will be able to find one onto Rex. That's the LAGr off the board as well. It's now all down to these three players stuck inside the site. Drones come through, they spot the meat playing at fireplace. Pre-fires come through as RX finds a second for himself of the round through this dragon doorway. Smokes from above mean that Seb and the rest of the Rain can make their way into sight. He'll be able to down, and RX will actually finish off the mine. It's all down to Pug on the Maestro. He's able to down one. He's gonna finish him off, but immediately gets taken down by the side of Rain. Legit finishing off round one. Very quick and easy round there seemed for Rain. From LAGr, it didn't seem they had any idea of what they were doing. They had just a basic kind of ranked strat of people in sight, and then a couple of roamers just running about the map randomly. Brew was trying to delay the drones, I assume, by just running around everywhere and making sure the drones caught him, but he had no intel, he had no reinforcements or anything to play behind upstairs, so he was just running around like a madman, and it didn't really do anything, especially when he went back upstairs and got caught in the back. Like, surely the rest of LAGr were on the default cabs and called out that the cash cam had been destroyed, so Brew would have known someone was around that area, so he would have been at least a little bit more careful.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Now, this time we're seeing the mirror in play from Scarecrow, moving on to bunk and daycare defense. We'll see one placed here on the wall, looking into the daycare corridor and into cafe double door. It should see the shield and the mirror both stacked up here together. I assume when the shield gets destroyed, Rain will have a nice surprise when they come across this mirror. Brew takes a bit of damage there from probably a shotgun through the wall. Good thing his Goya shield didn't go up or anything. Second mirror window is still in pocket, and looks like it's going to go onto the cash wall as well.
Locate and defuse the bomb.
Okay, then. Where's the last guy?
Now you see me, now you don't. Defending a different angle.
There it is. Thermite. It looks like a cash side take, but they do have this one mirror here to contest against in office. Initiation looks a lot easier to take. They only have one ADS and one Goya shield in the door to take care of. RX somehow gets the opening pick once again. I don't know where Rexwo was. What? RX on the cash bulk and he... Wow. Shot him through the cash wall all the way there. That is really unfortunate. No, RXO is having a good game here. The mirror window already taken care of as Pig goes down, the Scarecrow goes down as well. Brew takes a lot of damage here, and it's all down at a 3 versus 5 effectively, unless Scarecrow gets picked up as well. He's dropped down onto the red stairs, or onto the yellow stairs rather, and the drone has come out. Pug will go to try and pick him up. Toxic will call out this out. And there it is, RX able to finish off one. Legit finds one more, and it's all down now to Brew in a 1 versus 5. Somehow Pig didn't realise it had been droned down. He didn't realise it wasn't safe at all. So that was a couple of really free picks there for the side of Rain. Brew should be able to pick up 1 free kill there. Yep, he finds the Nomad. He doesn't actually finish her off. He misses some shots. And it doesn't look like he's going to be finding anything here, as Legit will finish him off, and it's a 2nd round and a flawless round for Rain. And if this pace continues up, it could easily be seeing Rain take this map by storm. Bunkin Daycare picked up once again from the side of LAGr instead of the mirror. This time they're picking up a Vigil, Valk, a Maestro. It's a very different lineup. Only 1 shield this time instead of the 3 they had before. Actually, the 4 they had before. They had the... Did they have why? I don't know that why. I'm not really paying attention. But, 2 rounds up for Rain.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Now, I want to see if LAGr are going for a extension once again. Yeah, it looks like Pug is trying to open up the initiation rotate here. With only the 1 shield, I doubt we're seeing a very strong hold over initiation off the side, really.
Seconds left. 5 seconds remaining. Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Okay, so they've reinforced 2 cache into initiation walls, placing ADS in there, but they have no rotate up yellow. They've reinforced double walls. That's interesting. They have no one playing in office either. Initiation is clear as Brew's moved up to top dragon. Rexro has now moved on into office. I assume Brew will be falling back as he finds... Oh my god. He finds an opening pick that onto the Maverick. That is really unfortunate for Rain there. As his body seems to have disappeared into the void. That's interesting. Well, Brew gets a kill that you really shouldn't have there. Nice pick though from him to take care of that Maverick straight away. Scarecrow finds 2nd as well. That's RX off the board. The Nomad has been finding so many kills so far this game. Now 3 players left alive on Rain. They have 2 minutes to work with, so that's a decent amount of time as Thermite opens up that office wall. The LAGr of Rex will be forced to push back. Now he's actually made his way back into initiation to take control here. He's the only one playing this extended site though, which is interesting, as Brew just random roaming below. Definitely interesting. ADS gets burnt there. From Legit, I assume he'd be able to shoot it now as he realises no one's playing inside of office. Now, Toxic will be able to open up 1 more wall here, but actually no he won't, as the LAGr is able to spray through the wall and take him down. Must have been a yellow ping or something there for him. Only 2 players left line, and that's the Capitao and the Zophia's. Capitao tries to spray through the wall to take care of the LAGr. Legit will be pushing up, try and find two, but he gets put in a crossfire, and Brew, Rexroy finding him. Rexroy will get taken down as well as Brew somehow losing that fight. Bucket not taking a single bit of damage there. He still has 3 players left to find though. And if he wants to win this round, he will have to ace clutch. C4 comes out from the Valkyrie, won't land. Pre-fire comes out from Brew though, and it will be able to take, not Brew, Pig instead. And that will be a first round for LAGr here. Now, Armory and Throim picked up once again from the side of LAGr. Interesting to see them not go to Initiation Office yet. Armory and Throim didn't go so off them last time. Perhaps if they can keep their roamers alive for a little bit longer, they'll have to delay more time, and Rain won't be able to execute onto site quite so comfortably. Same lineup from Rain once again. Obviously, they don't want to change what has appeared to be working for them so far. That last round, it seems to be lost gunfights more than anything. Rain, instead of getting those opening picks, they just lost those fights, and it meant LAGr had the advantage, and then the rest of Rain couldn't really do all too much. The Maverick got spawn peaked essentially, and then I don't know where Scarecrow got his pick as well from. Now, no Vigil this time. Instead, we've got a lot of intel in both the Echo and the Maestro, so I'm thinking we're going to be seeing a much heavier roam strat, or anchor strat rather, this time from LAGr.
10 seconds to insertion.
Especially opens the barrel hatch, which makes me think differently. Brew on the Maestro is going upstairs.
Objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
To reinforce the hatch. No, I really wish I was wait to see how many reinforcements defenders had left. They haven't extended to top floor whatsoever. Pug is playing inside a drug on the wall by himself. There's no reinforcements or walls opened at all. Which doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna be honest here, it doesn't look like I know what they're doing themselves, really. I don't know what the solo wall by is supposed to be doing. In the meantime, Rain have seemingly taken control of most of top floor. They've realised that they don't really gonna have many roamers to contest, so they can take control, just making sure no one's around, and there is the split hatch once again going down from that counter hard breach gadget. Now I assume we'll be seeing yellow wall once again opened up here. The point of a drug lab roam is to try and stop the yellow wall getting opened up quite so easily. So you can open up a wall at the end of drug and look on in. Pug takes a lot of damage here. He's getting droned out as well as he can't hit the drone, which is a bit embarrassing. And he's getting pre-fire from everywhere, and of course, because he's alone with no reinforcements, no one to help him, he gets taken down. That's your Wamai taken off the board. Well done. Semi opens up the yellow wall now, and a missed impact trick there from the Maestro allows that to get opened up, which is really poor from LAGr there. A minute left in the round, and it's 5 versus 4, 4 versus 4 as Rexroy managed to find one for himself. RX, who found so many kills from this Dragon Lord last time, actually loses his life straight away this time. It'll make things a lot harder for them, for the side of Rain to get to sight. Brew goes down, and the Jet has taken up position of this Dragon Doorway to cut off the rotates. He sees the Maestro down and finishes him off, and that's a free pick for you there, sir. You just realise it's him, and yep, there it is, the Mute taken down. As though completely oblivious to the fact that his wall is open, and 2 kills actually come out from the side of LAGr here, and Diffuse will be going down, and there's 2 versus 2. Legit has to try and stop these players coming through. Rexroy is taken down. The Echo can no longer deny the plant, as it should be
10 seconds left.
legit to try and stop it. Actually, no, he doesn't have enough time
Defenders have located the diffuser.
to use the sonic burst to stop that. He will get caught in air jab as he comes through. Post-plant situation now. My words are not putting out. Rain playing this very safe now, fallen back on into the bathroom and outside of lockers as well. Scarecrow's going to have a real hard time finding both these players, especially with only 22 seconds left in the round. He's not going to be able to find both these players and pick off the plant as well. Looks like Lil Nav will be finding this fight here as he does a bit of damage here, and legit will just wait as Lil Nav will actually be able to find that final kill as well. It's an unwinnable round there for the Echo. If he had his second yokai in place, then it could have been more favourable for him. I thought after the egg died, the Echo was going to get rushed immediately by the Zephyr, but was not to be, and that luckily worked out in favour of Rain, who are actually 3-1 up on their attack so far. LAGr really struggling here on the defence. Tachanka is picked from Eslo, interesting. Obviously just trying to 6th pick off it. I don't know why you picked the Tachanka of all ops and not show Valk or someone like that. You could show anything. A Tachanka just means they know you're going to 6th pick off it. If you have the Valk, you might make them think into 6th picking onto the IQ instead, but you know.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
ATS deployed and ready to go.
Bomb located by attackers.
Pulling razor wire. Time to reach. Using magnet. Ready for
10 seconds remaining.
Declare ATS fire.
5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Jammer activated. Deploying magnet. Take cover.
Now, for round 5, we have a office initiation defense, as LAGr have been completely unsuccessful in defending that armory throne, and Bunk Daycare is locked to them. RX here trying to cut off the long angle, but instead it has been reinforced, so Pug will be safe here on his rotate. Rain once again trying to enter in through Cafe, trying to take this control. 2 stuns come out, no ADSs to catch them, so that shield's immediately taken out. Rex will no longer be able to safely contest that balcony. This is a very loud gunfire. Instead, he's now trying to fall back quite a bit. A lot of top floor has been contested. Pugnoy on the smoke for some reason. Romeo, what are you doing? There. I don't know whether Mute is playing so safely inside a site and the smoke is playing so aggressively inside a bunk. A drop here from RX and he gets put down to a very low HP. Should have been a free pick there from Pug, but unfortunately he misses some shots. Teshin comes up once again and what? That is the dumbest use. Okay, whatever. Well, Pugnoy is able to finish off his kill onto the Nomad there. Rex finds one more onto the Legit as well. 3 versus 5 now. The Capital, Mav, and Thermite left in this 3 versus 5. A minute and 10 seconds left in the round as well. Seb will now rotate around and actually rappel into the bathroom window as well as Lil Nab. Perhaps they've spotted a flaw in this defense. Office is completely clear. If they get in and go for a plant, it could potentially go down. There's not all too many safe places though. Just trying to plant in the smoke. Smoke canister will down one and Lil Nab will have to die as well as the firebolt kills more people, and this is just a cluster of mistakes coming through from Rain. It was a good idea to rotate, but the way they've executed this is so poor. And I've been planting on this reinforced wall, and the Scarecrow can't act. He actually can, he can see it. Never mind. Oh, the Mirror will to finish off that kill as well, and that's a second round for LAGr now, trying to claw back some potential of a comeback now. No matter what happens though, Rain seemingly have already won this first half of the map. 3-2 on seems good enough. Anything that extra they can pick up is a bonus. Bunk and daycare. We picked out here from LAGr. Brew teases the clash out, but chooses the Legion instead. I assume we'll be seeing a 6 pick there as well. No. I don't really know why they're not trying to use the 6 pick. If they could just use it, they could have just picked the clash and 6 picked off of it. It could have at least made Rain a little bit more nervous, perhaps 6 picked onto a Kali instead to try and deal with that clash or something. But no, 6 pick is useless, I guess. Now for Bunker Daycare, once again we're seeing the mirror getting played out here into cash. Okay, instead of placing it on the cash wall, they've realised that it's incredibly easy to use vertical play from the Dragon Corridor to take care of that mirror window. So instead I think we're going to be seeing the mirror window placed on the top yellow wall here to contest on into office and cash.
5 seconds remaining.
We might see a shield once again in way to contest the angles on into cash as well.
To locate a bomb and defuse it.
Not sure about an initiation. There's no shield. Seems to be placed in a mirror window either. Both mirrors are still in pocket. He's had a massive setup to do. Okay, one mirror window will be going here on dorms. Okay. And then the other will be going top yellow as well. Now, Rain have been quite good at adapting to what LAGr have been doing with their setup so far, but this round, instead of rotating around to cash when they know that they have these mirror windows and all this setup to deal with, instead they're going to push into cash anyway. Now, it seems that Rain have noticed these mirror windows and they might be a bit nervous here as they try to figure out exactly what to do. They seem a bit stalled out. They can't approach this mirror window really. I think what Seb is trying to do is trying to enter in through bottom yellow and then nade up onto the mirror window, but never mind as Brew gets taken down from below anyway. He tries to come down the yellow stairs and gets the Nomad to pick him off. The mirror window now should be free to take up here top yellow, and office should be free to take as well. If Lil Nav realizes this, he can push on into office. Rex has actually taken back the position. He pushes down the stairs and takes down RX. Seb though will come up and somehow LAGr wins that. I don't know how Rex is winning that. The thermite charge will open the yellow mirror, and Rex is now forced to move down the stairs. Instead, Rex should not be alive. He should have been taken down. Rain really sloppy there. He will get taken down. Nice flank watch from Legit to make sure he can't rotate around. Now, top yellow should be free for them to take as Eslo's retaken on into the cafe area, and we have Scarecrow stuns initiation. Looks he's going for a flank through to top cash. This could catch Rain off guard here. Only 30 seconds left in the round, and there's still one smoke canister left in pocket. Legit almost finds one onto Eslo, but doesn't hit his shot. Scarecrow with the flank obviously gets caught out. Pugnoy, they will be able to find one onto Legit. So it's 2 vs 2 now. 15 seconds left in the round.
15 seconds remaining.
Smoke canister will come out here, even though the firebolt is up. Toxic will be going for this plant, and
5 seconds remaining.
okay. Well, what should have been a rain round really turned on its heels as soon as Rexroy found those 2 kills on the yellow stairs. If he didn't get those kills and he'd been taken out instead, Rain would have certainly come away with that round, I'm sure of it. But anyway, LAGr still have a lot of work to do. They might have clawed back a couple of rounds on their defense, but that only leaves them a 3-3 split. Rain still have to get their defenses down, and a 4-2 split is quite common for a theme park, so it's a Glaz in play. Assuming we're going to see Armor and Throne, I kind of agree with Glaz, but he's been 6-picked off of it instead onto the Twitch there. Okay. I assume the Twitch is to try and take care of the mirror windows. Interesting. I assume the mirror windows are going to be played upstairs in similar positions to where we saw LAGr play them in the previous round. So they're either going to be going top yellow bunk or in office in the initiation area. What's going to happen there?
Calibrating air compression. Device. All set. Device placed.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds to insertion.
No, here it is. The mirror window is placed inside of initiation here, and I assume... Yeah, there it is. Another one placed top yellow. This will allow them to at least delay a decent chunk of time upstairs. I prefer it to what LAGr did, and they've actually got some sort of extension upstairs, but the bomb site is completely free right now. If LAGr realizes they could just rush in through somewhere, Barcode has managed to make his way back onto site now, and Sep has eventually made his way back down as well. Rexroy takes a bit of damage from somewhere. I don't know what happened to him, if it was a team shooting him or something. Well, LAGr seems to be going fully for a maintenance breach here. They have 2 bandit wires and an ADS to deal with, so either the Twitch drone will come and take care of the utility, or maybe a nade over the top. Actually, oh no, the Twitch drone has already taken both bandit wires out, and this should allow Pugnoy to open up this maintenance breach immediately. And there it is, getting opened up. Now we'll need some sort of rotation here from the players upstairs, and there it is. RX is using some vertical play there onto the maintenance breach to try at least ward them off for a little bit. LAGr seems to be going solely for this maintenance push here, completely ignoring the room upstairs. Don't have to deal with these mirror windows. A whole minute and 30 seconds of the round has been burnt so far. Like, I do have their breach open, they haven't really got any control anywhere else, really. If they really just want to funnel through this one breach, it's really not going to look very likely. Scarecrow, they will be able to find a first pick. Because actually the barrel will also get opened up, and this is dreadful for Rain, as another player gets taken down outside. Legit will find 1, but it's all down to 4 versus 3 now as the mirror gets finished up as well. RX finds 1 onto Brew, and it's a 3 versus 3. Still got to defuse the bomb as well. Scarecrow finds 1 immediately, refrag though, 2 versus 2. We still have these 2 players inside of maintenance, and Sophia is still alive with 2 stuns, so she could stay back here and try and stop the diffuser. Legit gets on, Eslo will be able to stop him for it as anything though. Barcode will find 1. It's all down to Eslo in this 1 versus 1. As long as he stays back and doesn't peek, he will be able to win this round out. And there it is. LAGr win their first attacking round. And, well, that was incredibly easy for them, really. They just got those 2 breaches open, they went immediately in to try and plant behind Throne. Armor and Throne picked up once again instead of the mirror, though. We're seeing a good, different lineup. No bandit as well, the mute is picked instead.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Ready. AD is active in this sector. Activated device. Stay clear of ADS lane jammer activated.
Now, Rain, I assume, have learnt from the mistakes. The idea of the mute
5 seconds
is to try and
remaining.
counter the Twitch here. I think this drone has been.
Attackers must
Actually, no, I
locate
think it's
and
been
defuse
caught by the
bomb.
mute. The Bandit has restricted onto as well, so that just provides a more wall denial. Now, I really need to watch this Twitch carefully to make sure she can't get those Bandit wires quite so easily. They are once again going for a maintenance side take, and they haven't droned out the Ella properly. Toxic also finds one for himself, and that's once again put us in a 4 versus 3 situation there. The C4 to claim the life of Pugnoy as well. The Twitch and Summer taking off the board means they can't take care of these Bandit wires. They can't open the breach quite so easily. They have to rely on the Ace as their only hard breacher now, and well, the only way to get these Bandits off the wall really would be to use vertical play, and the only thing you can do really is go above and obfuscate get this Mitchum on the yellow wall, open up yellow. And I think that's what LAGr are trying to do now. They've realised they can't get the Bandits off the wall, so instead they're going to have to push in above and use vertical play. Brute enters in, is immediately getting droned in by his teammates, but there's no one up there to contest. All 4 players down on the first floor. 3 in sight, and then the Legion by himself here. He could definitely pick up 1 or 2 free kills for himself if LAGr aren't aware of this player. Vertical play is coming through. The Mitchell has been taken care of, so Eslo should be able to open up here on to yellow wall. One Selma goes down and 2 Selmas go down. That's yellow wall getting opened up here. Actually, no, it's an impact trick from the Legion all the way inside a bathroom to take care of 2 Selmas, and there's only 1 left on the board now, which almost gets shot. Brew punches him for missing though, but he does actually manage to get the second half of it as well. Oh, which is really unfortunate. Brew gets taken down as well. 2 versus 3 now. Oh dear. 15 seconds left in the round. They have no breach to walk through, so they'll have to try and push in through Split Dragon door. It looks like they're going for both sides actually. Rex right now, he's rotating back around towards Split. Legit finds 1 onto the Ace. It's all down to Rex, who can't find anything. And it's a 4-4 to even up the round count now. Can someone confirm if LAGr suck? Thanks. Can confirm. Bunker Daycare picked out once again here from. Actually, no, what's I mean about? Bunker Daycare picked out for the first time here from Rain after winning their second defensive attempt at the Armory Throne. Oh, unfortunately, that LAGr seems to have lost a player. Pogno drops out, and that'll be the Thermite. And oh, fuck's sake, LAGr wants to go for a Brios, I assume.
Defenders, protect your bombs from
For a
being
game
defused by
chat,
attackers.
apparently.
Oh, what?
Which team are we going on? Blue?
Come this team.
No. No.
Okay, back after a quick rehost. Now, 4-4. Bunk and Daycare now open for the side of Rain after they win their first defense on Armory and Throne. Scarecrow here sits picking off of that Twitch, which he utilized quite well in the first round, and onto the Cali instead. Obviously, realizing that the mute is really going to make your life a lot harder if you try to play that Twitch, so the Cali instead. Well, that Cali should definitely be able to take care of the mute jammers on the wall, which allows the Ace instead to take care of that. Maverick, of course, is there as well, though. So we can just Maverick the wall. Or just toss a nade in through a hole.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Jammer initiated.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds to insertion.
Now, Rain haven't gone for much of an extension whatsoever here.
Attackers
Instead,
are
just
moving out to
reinforcing
locate
a
bomb
lot of the
and defuse it.
default site walls and maybe placing a couple of pests on this east side and placing a visual over here as well. It could definitely slow down lag, but not as much as an extension would. Seb here looking for a free pick, perhaps someone walking in through cash without expecting it. He can drop the hatch whenever he feels the need to. One drone gets caught immediately there by the Mozzie, and the Vigil shoots the Mozzie drone. It's interesting. Like I seem unaware exactly where this Vigil is, and he drops there, gets a couple of shots down onto Pugnoy. Did Rex shoot? I didn't hear a single sound. I have a sound bug. Oh wait, do I? Oh no, fucking weird ass sound of this gamer. LAGr have wasted entire minute. I haven't got any control really at all. They're just about pushing into initiation now. They haven't taken cash, it seems. They still have meat jammers on the walls they'll need to deal with either the Cali or just Maverick trick the wall open. Skeko now dropping in on into initiation. He can use that lance to open the wall whenever he needs to. Already half the round has gone by, so LAGr really need to pace if they want to win out this round. Still have Seb below as well, causing some havoc, obviously making them think about their flanks. Then we get one lance on the wall, and A should be able to open up this dorm's breach now. Lil Nav with a C4 straight out of the breach, and it manages to stop the ace from exploding fully, so it'll be a second sound placed on the wall there as well. We'll get finished off here as Lil Nav opens up a hole for himself to watch the breach through. One flashbang comes out, and that means the shield is now able to get taken care of, and there it is. RX they will get the first opening pick there onto Eslo. That is the ace taken off the board, but not the biggest loss, as he's already done his job for the round. 35 seconds left. Rexroy is completely aware that there's a Vigil around this area, doesn't know exactly where though. So he's a lot slower than he could be. Seb should be able to catch him out here as RX is able to find another one out here. Rexroy comes in and doesn't get killed there from the Vigil. Poe takes a lot of damage. Rex is on even lower health, and the impact barely misses him. Skeko put down to very low HP. A stun comes out, and it should be the Vigil to take care of him. Yep, there it is. Skeko rushes into sight, immediately gets taken down. It's a flawless round there from the side of Rain, 5-4 in their favour now. If they keep up rounds like that, they'll be winning at this map in no time. Armour and throwing picked up once again here from the side of Rain.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Deploying jammer. Device set.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds remaining. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Okay. Bandit uses C4 to open up a vertical hole above the maintenance breach. He obviously realizes that LAGr like to go for this maintenance wall. So he's trying to get some vertical blue, but he could have just shot a hole to watch through. He didn't need to use C4. Rexroy could get a free pick here if he opens the hatch and immediately looks towards the bandit, but yeah, he seems to know exactly what the bandit's doing, but this seems to have fallen back a decent way to make sure he's nice and safe. First pick comes hit through for the LAGr. He almost wins a second onto Brew as well. Low enough, we're going to find one as well with a C4. It looks like it was over the top of the maintenance breach to find Eslo. Legit still trying to contest against this Ash here. Brew just can't manage to find exactly where it is. His Scarecrow is down as well. All down to Rex and Brew in a 2 versus 5 now. What? Why did... So... What? Rexroy just made a hole with his sledgehammer in that. What? Very confusing. Brew tries to enter in through Gong, but you won't have to find all too much as he falls back just a little bit. Gets taken down there from the bandit as well. It's all down to Rex in a 1 versus 5. Not looking all too good for LAGr. Oh dear. A round of whiffs here apparently, and LAGr find once more themselves at the mercy of Rain's match point. 6-4. Not looking all too good for them. Over the course of 2 rounds, LAGr found 1 kill after the Rios, which is unfortunate. Initiation office will be potentially the final site picked out here for the side of Rain to try and fulfill their perfect cycle of sites. Finker picked up and then 6 picked off of. Instead, it's going to pick up Jackal. Okay. I don't understand the idea of picking a completely worthless operator and then 6 picking onto someone else. They know you're just going to sit pick off of it because it's fucking
Attackers
shit
need to
on.
locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Swapping mags. Deploying jammer.
Bomb located by attackers. 10 seconds to insertion.
Okay. So we're seeing a sort of extension here into Dorm and then an extension into Break as well. The waiting castled off top yellow reinforced, a couple of... This is very confusing. Okay. Well, either way, it looks like LAGr wants to push from the cache side. There's not all that much to contest them, really, to pushing into cache. No vertical play being done. They see from below. No shields in the corridor. Where's where my put his shield? It's not involved. I have no idea what this my shield is. Oh, here it is. It's top arcade. Interesting. LAGr have actually rotated around from the cache side over onto the arcade side for some reason. Most of Rain's setup seems to be on this south side, so I'm not sure what, or this west side rather. I don't know why LAGr would rotate around here instead. Cash was free to take this, taken the vertical play, take care of these bandit wars. They could have opened office wall. And they could have just like Ash charged something to take care of this meat jammer. Either way, Brew's already inside of the break room now. Peeking on in through this scuffed rotate. Not all too much contesting coming out from the bandit here. The bandit's shield will go down, and Brew's right on the other side of the wall to him. He could get a free pick here. Free fire comes through, and unfortunately, he does not land it. Brew but down to 1 HP, but somehow survives his Scarecrow. Finds one, a random C4 goes up, but it won't find anything. It's the ones in the near vicinity of it. 4 versus 5, LAGr somehow taken wonky control top floor now. Arik is actually taken back in here. And he could get a free pick here.
Cover me, reloading!
No one seems to know where he is. Hognose right in the room with him. Sorry, he's one tap, so. Bruce should not be aware. Instead, been legit, takes down one more, and what happened that round? Rain take the final round, round 11, and find themselves another round, another map, and another point. Another 2 points actually. 3 points will they claim for the league standings today. Bloody hell. A strange game.
GG's.
GG's,
Good
boys.
game.
GG's.
Good game, man.
Literally last round, I couldn't hear shit.
Good. Well done,
No.
guys. Good game.
GG's.
Cheers for casting, Frodo.